Hi, in this video, I want to talk about 5 reasons why I bought the DJI Mini 3 instead of the Mini 4 Pro or even the Mini 5 Pro for the year 2026 and beyond. So let's talk about it right now. Alright, so here it is, the DJI Mini 3. Why did I buy this Mini 3 instead of the Mini 4 Pro or Mini 5 Pro? Well, let's talk about it right now. There are actually 5 reasons why I decided to go with the DJI Mini 3. Before I do that, let's give you the background. I own the DJI Mini 3 Pro, and you can see here the gimbal is broken. The camera itself still works, but the gimbal itself is not working. So yeah, I can take photos, but I cannot really take videos because it's gonna shake, right? So that's why I thought I need a replacement, and the DJI Mini 3 will do just that. I also bought the DJI Neo 2 to supplement the Mini 3. So we'll talk about that in a minute, but let's go through the 5 reasons, okay? So number 1 reason, of course, I just said that, is to replace my damaged DJI Mini 3 Pro. I didn't want to spend a lot of money. That's why I didn't want to go for the Mini 4 Pro or Mini 5 Pro. I mean, the Mini 5 Pro has a better sensor, but there's a problem with that weight. It's between 250 plus and minus 2 or 3 grams. I'm worried about the over 250 gram limits. And of course, the price is very expensive. And so I decided, no, I'll stick with the Mini 3. I already have the Mini 3 Pro because they have the same sensors. And in terms of flight performance, they're similar. The only thing is, of course, the Mini 3 does not have the optical avoidance, right? So can't really do the follow me properly. And in fact, you can't even do that. And so I decided, well, you know what? Since I have the Neo 2, I really don't need follow me. I'll use this just to fly around and take long distance photos and videos, right? So that's why, because I have a Neo 2 now, all I need was the Mini 3. The video codec is slightly inferior than the Mini 3 Pro, but I think that's good enough for me because I think if I'm just filming 4K, 25, 30 frames per second, I think it's more than enough. And I don't need a 10-bit color grading and all that stuff, okay? So I think this is good enough. It has pretty big sensor compared to, the Neo 2. So it's somewhere in between, and that's why I'm happy with it. So that's reason number 1 to replace my damaged DJI Mini 3 Pro. Number 2, of course, is the price. So I bought this during Black Friday. I got it for less than $280 US. Brand new, as you can see, it's still in the package. We're gonna open up later, okay? Unbox this and see what's in there. So that's number 2, is the price. It's really affordable now. And I don't want to spend like another $500-600 for a Mini 4, Mini 5 Pro. Like it doesn't really make sense for me, especially if I fly for hobby and maybe I'll do occasional video for real estate for other people and all that stuff. But other than that, yeah, this is good enough. Number 3, of course, is that, did you know DJI Mini 3 has one of the longest, if not the longest, flight time, okay, for this type of drone, compact drone. So you even compare that to the DJI Mini 3 Pro, which is better than this Mini 3, or the Mini 4 or Mini 5 Pro, this actually have a longer flight time. In fact, about several more minutes. So in a realistic term, you can fly this drone with a standard battery from 25 to 28 minutes compared to the Pro, which is slightly 2 or 3 minutes lower. If you have the battery plus, then it can go 10 minutes longer. So you're looking at between 35 to 38 minutes longer. So this mini drone has a fantastic flight time. Probably one of the best, if not the best, for this type of compact drone. So that's why thumbs up. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 4, of course, I already mentioned that I bought the DJI Neo 2. And so this is a perfect follow me drone. And you can check other videos, and I'll make a video on this later on in the future. where it follows me, but this is a perfect companion if you're walking around. This drone is like the best follow me drone out there. I would think even better than the Mini 5 Pro, okay? Because, and on top of that, it's very safe too. As you can see, there is this guard to prevent the propeller from hitting people. So it has that safety feature, and it has one of the best, if not the best, follow me feature. So with this, and combine that with the Mini 3, I think is a match made in heaven, right? Number 5, of course, obviously it's under 250 grams, and because of that, you don't need a basic drone license. Like for example, I'm in Canada, I do have a basic license, but even if I didn't have that, I can still fly this drone, no problem. And the regulation with the micro drone, like 250 grams or less, these drones has a bit more flexibility. In other words, you can still fly over people, but you have to have common sense, right? Make sure that it's safe enough, right? Far distance from them, and that's not in a big crowd, right? So maybe like in a park with several people, you want to fly over the park, for example, and maybe some people are nearby, it's still okay, but just use your common sense, right? Play it safe. So that's why this drone has all the features I need, the 5 reasons, and so I bought this drone. Okay, now let's open it up and see what's inside this box, and see what kind of accessories also in there. Let's do it now. Okay, so here's the box. It's still wrapped. Let's see if we can take away the plastic here. Here. Okay, so you can see now the Neo 2 did not have this plastic wrap. That's why I had a video on that, complaining a little bit about that. I think again, it's probably for you know, maybe saving the environment. I don't know why I didn't have the plastic for Neo 2, but Mini 3 has it. And let's keep it in a nice and cozy box. Here we have a tape. Let's take that. So this one comes with a remote control and one standard battery. And I was surprised during Black Friday. It was really, really cheap. And when I first bought it, I was like 5 available. Now look and on if you look at Best Buy, they don't have that option anymore. I think it's sold out. It went up by $100 now. Instead of 280, it's now like almost 370 US. I think maybe during Boxing Day they may have it again. Who knows? But just be on the lookout for these cheap deals. You know, there's really good deals. Okay, so there you go. We're gonna open this up. See what's in here. Of course, the drone, right? And there it is. Wow, nice. Okay, now let's compare that to my Mini 3 Pro. You can see a slight difference, especially here you have a sensor for the Mini 3 Pro, and here you don't have it. I think it's just a vent here, right? But everything else, you know, other than the optical sensor, which is found here, I guess. Let me see. Here for the Mini 3 Pro, you don't see that in the Mini 3, right? But that's okay, because again, I have the Neo 2, and that will be my follow me drone, where this one is just for flying further away, and I think it's better built and have longer flight. This is exactly what I want it for. And there's the battery here. And the good thing about replacing the Mini 3 Pro with the Mini 3 is that the battery is compatible. So I have actually 3 more of these batteries. I actually have 4 batteries. So, you know, replacing it is no brainer. Right now I have 4 batteries altogether. And this means that I could fly for, let's say 25 minutes. That's 100 minutes worth of flying. That's a lot of flying, okay? That's awesome. Oh, so there it is. Okay, let's see what's underneath here. Pretty nice packaging. I think definitely better than the Neo 2. But, you know, Neo 2, I bought the combo for around, I think, $450 US. Maybe less than that, but I can't remember. It was also during Black Friday. And definitely that one is in high demand. There's none available right now. But when it came out, I ran right away to get it. Actually, I bought it at Vistec, which is a Canadian camera and video company. I bought that right away. Okay, and just within like after I bought it, a few hours later, there was none left. Okay, so the Neo 2 is very popular right now. Okay, so there is the cable. You can see there's a couple of cable. I'm gonna take it out, but there it is. You can see there. All right. I think it has the standard micro USB. Then you have the USB-C there. You can see. I'm pretty sure there's also the old Apple connection as well. Okay. And then we have, let's see. It looks like we have a manual, and then how many? Yeah, we have 2 propellers, right? I wish it'd give us like 4, right? So we only have 2 here. I wish they had 4 so we can replace all 4 propellers. And then there's the screwdriver there, okay? And then the manual there. Okay, and then just put it back. Maybe later on, maybe another video, I'll test it out, see its performance, but I'm pretty sure it's very similar, if not the same as the Mini 3 Pro that I had previously. Now, I wish, you know, they just sell the drone and not the remote control, because I already have the remote for the Mini 3 Pro. I probably saved myself now $100, but they didn't have that option, so I had to buy the whole package. Anyway, even with the remote and the drone and the battery, it was only $280, right? But maybe I could save another $70 if I didn't have this remote. But anyway, it's already done, and maybe I'll sync my old remote to this Mini 3 as well. So now I have 2 remote control that will control the drone, and the battery will last even longer, right? For the remote, because I have 2 now. But anyway, yeah, I'm not going to open this. It's very similar to the Mini 3 Pro, so has the same feature. I'm going to do that later when I actually fly it, but I'm going to leave that in the box. But you can see that's all there is to this $280 drone set from DJI. I think it's very well built, worth the money for sure, if you can buy it during Black Friday or during Boxing Day. All right, so have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all. Bye.